Okay, three choices. Inside the fountain patio, outside of the patio, and Miss Hall has it with her. It's not going to be inside the fountain, I'm almost sure of that. It's the other two that are troubling me, because it could be in the summer palace, which would mean outside the patio. Or Miss Hall could have it with her, I guess? I suppose that's possible, hiding it under her thing? Her big thing? I suppose? It's in between her legs? I suppose that makes the most sense. There's like, I feel like saying it's in the summer palace is a bit of a leap in logic. Alright, I did it right. Isn't it obvious? Miss Hall is carrying it with her, out in the open. Out in the open? It's like, case 3 of Justice for All over again. It's right with them. You mean... Or maybe it's actually tied around her waist. We don't have a good look at it. Miss Hall! You are wearing the tablecloth around your waist! Bitch! The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. Uh-huh. If we have it examined, we will undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once. Bitch, you got told. There's no need to examine the tablecloth. Oh? It's just as you say. So, you did hide the body. The question is, the fuck does that mean? Are you the killer? That's so freaking simple. I mean, I would think there's going to be a plot twist saying, no, but she had the... Okay, just because she hid the body doesn't mean... Maybe she wanted to preserve it? Because if it was pure okay, she wanted to preserve the body for all time or something? I suppose. And then, that means she's not the killer. The killer is the only other possible person, which is Gustavia. That's also a bit obvious, but... I mean, I don't know. That's the flaw of... That's the flaw of cases with very few suspects. I mean, sometimes process of elimination is really all you need to figure out who did it. But, yeah. So I guess it's going to be Gustavia, probably. I stole the poison from Madame Delicia, and I moved the body. I have done terrible things. That's it? That's your breakdown? It's not good enough. Madame Delicia, I'm so sorry. 1 week ago, I took your Megatoxin X bottle. I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia. Katie! Kate, what were you thinking? Weren't we always trying to save Mr. Master together? I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Master's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it is too late to say that now. I was actually just about to say that. You can say that all you want now, but it doesn't really matter. Because, I mean, yeah. Kate, why? Why would you go this far? Even for Monsieur Shields, I've caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I've been a criminal. The IS-7 incident, don't tell me that you were the true culprit. No, she's gonna say it was Gustavia. My greatest crime was stealing the sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interests. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculpture Monsieur Master, so deeply loved. Monsieur Master. What if they melted before Monsieur Master returned? Well, to be fair, he'd already seen them, but hey. With that in mind, I couldn't let anyone touch them, not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's freezer. Okay. Fair enough. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dover's art, so I guess they never respected the freezer? Considering they had a fucking year, I find that unlikely. But I suppose she could have hidden them somewhere else until the police left, and then stashed them in the freezer. I did not know his body was hidden among them. Wait, what? I did not know his body was hidden among them? I'm sorry, what? So she stole the sculptures without noticing the body. So what she's saying is, when she stole the Gemini sculpture, she didn't realize that half of Gemini was the body? Really now? Interesting. So only recently did she realize that and dump the body? I suppose that's possible. Maybe she figured out what Gustavia was after. That would make sense. We still didn't know what Gustavia wanted. If he is the killer, I guess he could have, what, hid the body in the sculptures? And then, after the police would have looked, when the police would have left, he would have what? No. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to try and dispose of the body somehow. I guess? Why would he put it in the sculpture to begin with? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Monsieur Master would never take another person's life. Wait, another person's life? Because of me, the body vanished. And Monsieur Master was found guilty. I love how the hair changed like that. But, you said another person's life. He didn't take one person's life. Fuck you for even thinking he did. If she said that right. I believe she did. That kind man. He treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else, and yet... Kate. When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was chased out of his mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just a few days ago, but... when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized... Yeah? I was the one who hid Monsieur Dover's body. Huh. Interesting. But that means somebody else put it there in the first place. So I guess it was Gustavia we're going towards. That's too freaking obvious still. I don't know. Maybe the kids are going to become involved in this. But then, in that case, how the freaking long is this case? I mean, we've already been going for quite a while, like when you consider both sections. If you consider just the future section, then it hasn't been that long, but when you add that to the past section, this has been going for a long frickin' time. Like, either this case is really frickin' long, or it just is that obvious, and Gustavia did it, so, eh. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore, I could think of no other way to atone for my sins. It appears I have misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master. Oh? What you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth? There's one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such an uncertain method like poison gas? Not sure about the method, but I believe I know why she attempted the murder, because she thinks Gustavia did it. And the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace. Actually, now that I think about it, does she know? I mean, that would seem like the act of somebody who didn't want the truth coming to light, killing the person. If you wanted the truth coming out, then you wouldn't kill them. You would just bring what you thought you know to the police, unless you don't think you had good enough evidence, in which case you're still not going to get Mr. Master out of jail, so I don't know what you're trying to prove here. Yeah, the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms. Indeed. Wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish. Maybe she never planned to kill him at all. Maybe she was just trying to, yeah, trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence. Maybe she wanted, like, Gustavia's fingerprints or some shit. I don't know. Or something. I don't know. Didn't I say way back when, what if Gustavia burned his fingers off, similar to Yogi, because he was injuring himself all the time? Then maybe Gustavia didn't leave normal prints? Maybe that's true. She was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence. In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was to turn herself in, to find the true culprit, to make us find the body. To find the true culprit. Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit. Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you'd attract those involved in the past incident. Only 2 people would know where the body was hidden. You and the true culprit. The culprit would have panicked, knowing that the body would be displayed publicly. But this is where I'm confused. So, Miss Hall didn't hide the body, but she did find it in the chocolate chest and took pictures of it. And then after that, what? She went straight to the frickin' place, the, sculptures, and started picturing them. How the frick did Gustavia had the time or opportunity to hide the body? I don't know. I'm sure there's a time frame that works, but it seems iffy. You know, the body would be displayed publicly. Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they'd erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. You know, if they're the real deal. But I think she said they're just recreations, but he probably didn't want to be too careful. Because he knew the body couldn't just melt. Yeah, the real killer would have known. The body couldn't just melt. That's impossible. So, yeah. He would have known the body was still out there somewhere. So, how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring in the culprit? I see! That's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace. Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whoever opens the Pisces case, believing it to be the Gemini case, the Pisces case, damn it, Pisces, why do I keep doing that? Must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. But is it really that simple? Maybe Gustavia's covering for his kid or something. I don't know. What? But that means that person is the true culprit. Please wait a moment, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident? Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. Because we have the picture with the kids, I'm starting to think that it might... Either the motive lies with the kids, or the true culprit is one of the kids and Gustavia was trying to cover for them, but... If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. For mere formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover? I know who it is. But, well, I'm gonna make an accusation. Yeah. What I should do is reveal the truth. In that case, there is no need to hesitate. Yes, that's correct. Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the I-7 incident. This seems too simple. I mean, come on. Like, at first I'm like, oh, it's Catherine, but then it's like, oh, now that it's making it look like Catherine in such a way early on in the case that it can't be Catherine, so it's Gustavia. Like, really? I guess. Dame Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the I-7 incident. That's what it's looking like. It's such an open and shut case, though, if that's the case. Gusty is... Mr. Gustavia. Miss Hall, Didn't you believe that if you opened this gallery, the true culprit would come? That's why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not? You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It is as you say, Monsieur Edgeworth. Now, would you please tell us the whole truth? Yes, I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprits. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I knew that the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling. All that was left was for the trap to do its work. When I heard Monsieur Gustavio was exposed to the poison gas, I realized he was the culprit. And I thought that if the police discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Master's innocence. The question is the statute going to be kind to us? If Gustavio was, like, out of the country or something, it's possible. Otherwise, it's still been too long. Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way. I know that you did everything you could for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this had been brought on by my own crime. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible. It's understandable. Kate. Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there was a chance that the truth would be hidden again. Fair enough. That's why I caused the incident at the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible. That is smart, actually, now that you think about it. They might have tried to hide the fact that the body exists. You know, considering they tried to hide the fact, fuck, what did they even try to hide? I forgot. Oh, that's right. They accused Knightley of trying to assassinate the president, that's right. Instead of, it actually being the killer who actually tried to assassinate the president. Yeah, they tried to hide that truth as well. So, yeah, you never know. I'm sorry. Gregory, Mr. Master, and even you couldn't protect anyone. Mr. Shields, must be tough on him as well. The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I'm terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please clear Monsieur Master's name. It's a bit late for that. I mean, literally, it's a bit late for that. The statute passed, but we'll try. If the statute of limitations freezing times are nice to us, if he was ever out of the country, Gustavia that is, then maybe we can do it. The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. However, to think that things would end this way... Oh shit, man, how many is this the last one? The case has got to be coming to a close, but I'm not done recording. I will see you guys next time, though. This will be the end of the part, and on the next part, who knows, it might be the end of this case. It feels so weird that I'm at the end of this case, just because, you know, we're in the past, then we're in the future, and the future feels like it's its own thing, and this case is interesting. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe it's the end, or maybe this case will, like, be a to be continued in itself, and continue into the next case, for all I know. Because it's seeming like there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Yeah. Bye.